let's work through this exercise, and then I'll show you how to look up things, both on the man page and on the internet. Don't be afraid to Google things. You will see me Google things in this class because, again, I don't remember all this stuff off the top of my head. No one does, and that's okay. What I've learned about software engineering in all my years is you just need to know what to look for when it comes to solution finding. So hopefully this exercise wasn't too taxing for you. It was probably really simple if you had any sort of familiarity, but I want to get you warmed up with your terminal and the command line because this is where we're going to be doing all our work. So let's go ahead and fire this up. So the first step was navigating to your home directory. Your home directory, you can shortcut using the tilde. So cd there. And if I want to say, am I sure I'm in my home directory? So we'll say pwd, which is print working directory. So if you want to navigate to your home directory, the tilde is going to be faster, but you can always say /users / whoever you are. And I guess not everybody knows this, but you should. If not, I'm about to blow your mind. Tab autocomplete works very well. So if I'm like, who are in the users directory? Oh, I can just jump to gem. That's me. I can just type JE and I'll tab and it takes me there. But cd tilde is the one you probably just need to remember because a lot of what we're going to do is in the home directory. So next, let's make a directory called temp. So we're going to use the make dir command, make dir temp. And if we do a quick ls, we'll see there's something called temp. And I've made a few other temp files there too. So let's move in the temp. All right, let's ls. It should be empty. Let's make a file called hello. So we can just touch hello. We ls again. We see there's a file now called hello. And again, the file has no extension, it has no type. It's just a file, a blob of data on your hard disk right now. So next was to list the directory contents. We said ls, list contents. Why is it called ls? Now I'm curious. So I'm going to man ls, so the manual page for ls. It does not explain why it's called ls. I was really hoping. Sometimes what I love about the man pages is they are standardized in terms of like the name, the description, things like that. But it's really dependent on the person who wrote it and at what time they wrote it, it's like a fantastic look into software engineering itself. Sometimes these have like colorful history of the commands. Sometimes they're snarky. Sometimes they're super deadpan. The man pages are like a hidden gem in the software engineering world. I was really hoping this would explain why ls is called ls and not ld. It does not. But that's OK. If we scroll down, we can see some of the flags that we can use. And the flags I like to use, I won't go through this whole thing because man pages are very, very, very long. But if you want to find something, you can type a /, and I'll say -a is what I'm looking for. And so / in the man page, and actually most of the ways of listing file contents, which we will talk about much later. But for now, less or cat or any of these / and what you're looking for will help you find in the man page. So the ls command, or the flags that I use a lot, is ls -la. The L will show the details, the permissions, the size, last modified time, etc. The A will show the hidden files. So by default, dot files aren't seen. So something like your git ignore won't show up in a standard ls. And you'll be like, I'm pretty sure it's there, but I haven't seen it. You just need to use the -a command. All right, so we listed directory contents. Let's move back out. So how do we move out? We cd, so that's change directory. That one actually makes sense. And we're going to say ... And now we're back one level up. Now we can cd ... /... as far as we want. And then, but we're actually can only move so far. The file system doesn't go to infinity. It goes up to /. / is known as root, the root of your file system. We can say ls there. And you see all the things that compose your operating system and your file system itself. But that's not really where we're trying to be. We generally don't mess anything in root. If you're ever in root, you probably shouldn't be. You really don't ever need to be here unless you really know what you're doing. So let's go back home. And you remember the shortcut for going back home? CD tilde. So much faster than saying cd/user/whatever. And then our next command, we said we're going to delete temp. Remember I said rmdir doesn't work for if there's anything in the directory? Yeah. My personal opinion, and I know the Linux fanboys will probably jump on me, I don't know why rmdir exists. I can just rm everything. It's like a cool command, but generally we're almost never going to use rmdir. We're always going to use rm. So we're going to say rm temp. Oh, it's saying temp is a directory because rm only works for files. So we can force it. We say rm-rf. That way it goes through, it forces the delete, whether it's a directory or not. It'll delete anything, which is it's a dangerous command. And then R is just recursive. It'll go through and delete everything. But let me double check that R. I'm saying it's recursive because my mind is there, but I'm not quite sure, so let's look it up. We'll say -R, equivalent to capital R. Great. So let's jump to capital R. Nope. /R. Why you do this to me, man pages? Oh, I could just scroll up. That's probably what it's telling me. Yeah. So I would say this is the equivalent of recursion. It'll just go through and make sure every single file is deleted versus just the top level file. Then you get into a weird state. Mark, was there a question there?
Yeah, just a few people were having problems exiting the man pages.
Oh, man. Let's see, where were we? Man RM? Q. Yep. It won't even show up because I type Q and it just exits.